Greetings, friends. Jason here for AxodysFC. It is Tuesday evening. A little late for this week's game. It's the time of year where I'm trying to figure out my routines a little better, and there's a lot of conflicting things. Saturday was the last day of soccer for my daughters, so that's out of the way for a while. I won't have to worry about that until springtime on the weekends. But anyway, daylight will be in shorter supply this time of day too. Daylight savings will be ending very soon, I think. So yeah, anyway, always interesting. I'm working on getting my office reconfigured too. So hopefully during the winter I can, just do some filming in there too, depending. But yeah, so excellent comeback from the international break. Way to start off our next run of games. Spurs ended up winning 4-1. Of course, West Ham had to jump on us early, and just an excellent cross and finish on that one. The question was who should have been there to stop it. It was over on basically where potentially Porro should have, but also maybe Johnson tracking back. It was a tough one. Lineup wise, I should also refresh. Sonny was back from injury and well rested, clearly in his usual spot on the left wing. Solanke, at the number 9, as he will be for the most part, and of course Johnson on the right. And Johnson had been in a great run of form heading into the international break and had scored once for Wales too. Anyway, he looked very dangerous all game, and actually just was unlucky not to put away a header and a few other chances. But anyway, of course the equalizer came from Kulusevski, who ended up being man of the match actually, and continued his top form for the season. Looked really good out there, and just a great cut into the box, into a strong foot, and just an excellent score that I think the keeper got a hand on, but it was so powerful it just trickled in, and then anyway there we were, equalized. So in the second half, was the significant change where Ange made the surprising change, because Maddison actually was good, had some involvement in creating some chances, no real complaints in terms of what he's supposed to do, but Ange opted to bring in Sarr, and Sarr's strengths obviously are his ability to cover ground and be more of a defensive player. And to be honest, it immediately paid dividends for us. One analysis that I heard this week, a few days later, was, the benefit, or one reason for that substitution potentially is opposing teams are really focusing on attacking Udogie this season, and kind of isolating him one-on-one, putting pressure on him, and as we saw in the previous game, he has struggled. So bringing Sarr in gives that additional cover to him in his area potentially, and that's definitely where I saw Sarr operating a lot of the time in terms of on Son's final breakaway goal. I mean, Sarr set him up from right at the top of the box, just like a long line breaking pass from there. But anyway, in that area where he's theoretically helping Udogie. Whereas Maddison will go back to collect the ball, he's not generally going to go back there and do defensive things, break up plays, that kind of thing. That's just not his strength. And so overall, of course, the second goal was off a great basically set up from Udogie, who was able to take the ball all the way deep into the box, almost to the end line. And then he turned and basically was able to lay off a perfect pass for Bissouma right at the top of that the box. And yeah, so we were up 2-1 at that point. Then I believe it was Son that got his first of two, and that was set up by Kulusevski, I believe. And the sequence was essentially it ended up being an own goal, but Son absolutely forced it with great play and deflected off the keeper and then bounced off the defender. And then, of course, the final score for Son was just a vintage run up the side set up by Sarr with that long line-breaking pass, and then a bunch of step-overs from Sonny and a brilliant left-footed finish. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to see, and clearly the benefits of that rest for him so important, and I hope we will continue to give him a little more rest throughout the season than we have for so much of his career, especially in recent years, because he performs so much better when he's well rested and not injured. So anyway, definitely a very good game, way to start our return from the international break. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Thursday's game in Europa League. So as always, thanks for tuning in, and remember, come on you Spurs.